Christy again. We are back with using things in your environment that happen every day to work on your relationship with your dog, to make training fun and exciting, for building confidence. So behind me, I have a small little kids playground. A lot of times people never think about using this, but it's actually great for, especially for puppies, for texture. So there's sand here in this playground, which is always kind of a fun and unique texture. So it's good for puppies to experience, or even dogs that have never experienced it at all. So here we are at the playground. Again, this is a good opportunity if you live in like a condo or a single floor home and you don't have stairs in your house. This is a good time to introduce your dog to stairs so they don't become fearful of it. So one of the things that I like to do if your dog is nervous about any sort of equipment or feature or anything new is I will use treats and make a treat trail up to where I want them to go. In doing this, you're letting your dog use their nose to incentivize them to move forward, pushes them through that fear, and then they can accomplish, and you're not having to physically move them. So key thing for confidence building with dogs. If your dog is struggling and is like, nope, I'm not going up there, that's way too scary. If you physically take them and put them on there, you will make them more afraid of that obstacle. We really want to encourage our dogs to problem solve, to be curious, to find some confidence, to do it on their own. If you do it for them, there's no learning that takes place. So using equipment like this, hello, come on, bud. Using equipment like this is also a great way to help generalize your obedience commands. So you can work on your sits, down. You can work on your down. So even though we're elevated, we're on a different texture, he still knows, sit. He still knows that he still has to comply. So another fun thing that you can do, again, is get creative with playgrounds, is again, you can work on some agility or some commands. Apollo, ready? Over. Good boy. So I'm using this little table jump here. Over. Good boy. Good boy. As just a little bit of agility. Or I'm going to use this wood ladder over here because it's not super sturdy. Good boy. Because it's not super sturdy. And I'm just going to have him learn to put his paws up there. So this is good because it wiggles a little bit, it moves, but it builds your dog's confidence. Another thing that you'll see in a lot of places, are picnic tables. Picnic tables are great ways to build your dog's cues and also help with generalizing commands. So on this, I can tell him, again, the texture on this is open. It's like a wired, like weave metal. Off. So I can tell him off. Hello. Up. I can also tell him up. So just like on the playground stairs, if your dog is not used to this, you're going to start by just putting a pile of treats just on the bench seat. Let your dog come up, put their feet up there, reward that, touch that, celebrate that. And then once they get comfortable just on the seat part, then you're going to move more treats up to the top and let them problem solve how to get up there. And then you can work on, once your dog is comfortable and has built confidence going up and using on different places, that's when you can start pairing your cues to it. Off. So we have one more thing to show you that's always a client favorite. So we'll be right back. So I'm here by this tree and I like to use certain words that mean different things. So I could use the word up and over, or I could use the word under to get him to go under the tree. So this is a good way that you can help kind of generalize other commands for your dogs that are applicable. Like let's say with up, you want them to come up on the couch. You could also then use off to tell them to get off of the couch. Or if you're doing agility, obviously over or under are great commands so they understand the behavior is they have to go over whatever obstacle it is or under whatever obstacle it is. So I'm going to show you what it would look like with Apollo. So ready, Apollo? Ready? Over. Good. You can do it. Over. Good boy. Yay, Apollo. Ready? Over. Yeah. Good boy, Apollo. Okay, ready, Apollo? under. Good boy, Apollo. Good boy. Ready, Apollo? Over. Good boy. So, just wanted to show you how using something simple as a tree in your everyday environment, you can intermix either whether you're out walking, whether you're practicing with a long lead line in a park. But I'm also going to show you some other fun things that you can do with common things you find in a neighborhood or your environment to kind of practice some of these same cues or activities with your dog. So stay tuned, we're going to be right back. We are back, and there is, in my neighborhood, there are these big boulders, which a lot of people would not think anything of. But again, this is great for building confidence, agility, cue, generalization, improving your cues. So I'm going to tell Apollo off. Good boy. Notice how I'm still treating the off. It's still a cue. We're still building it. He's not as fluent in as I'd want. So I'm going to tell him to get up. So obviously Apollo's pretty confident. He knows what to do. But if you're, again, just like at the playground, if your dog is fearful or is nervous about it, you're going to just put a whole bunch of treats on whatever object you want them to get up on. Let them figure it out. Let them put their paws up, reward that, reinforce that. Don't ask for cues until your dog is really comfortable doing what they can do. Then I'm going to try something different. I'm going to see if Apollo will go on this weird one. Good boy. Ready? Let's walk. Good boy, Apollo. Walk. Let's walk. Good boy. Yeah, I know that. So always be there whenever you're asking your dog to do different things. Make sure that you're kind of there to support them a little bit. Because what you wouldn't want to do is you wouldn't want them to fall, potentially hurt themselves, or start to lose confidence in what you're asking them to do. We never want our dogs to feel like we're putting them in danger. As they get better, good boy, make sure you're celebrating to let them know that that's exactly what you want to do. And using your environment in your neighborhood and urban areas, wherever you are, is just a good way to change up your training with your dog. Build your relationship and have fun. It doesn't all have to be in your home cue repetition over and over again. So I hope you enjoyed these little videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, or share, and we'll see you in the next video.